Pretty quickly at the green flag, and they've run there all night. This is Labonte in 30th spot.
But you know, he's only 4.5 seconds behind the leader. And if they really have a good race car after that final pit stop, then's when he's going to try to start gaining those positions.
Tony Stewart, his teammate, is in 26th position. Marty Snyder can tell us more about the Joe Gibbs teammates.
And guys, Tony Stewart and Bobby Labonte have a radio channel where they can talk to each other. And about 15 laps ago, Tony clicked over to that channel and said, Bobby, let's go to the front. Bobby told Jimmy Nakar, his crew chief, it's time to see what we can do. They've been laying back about half throttle at the back of the pack all night long. Since that time, Tony Stewart has picked up 9 spots. Bobby Labonte has picked up 6. And as far as the last pit stop goes, guys, some teams are considering fuel only down here and no tires.
Riding along in Tony Stewart's car, let's listen to how he's using his throttle in the corner and then compare that to the leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
He squeezed off the throttle just a little bit as he entered turn 3. He's now back wide open again.
Now Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Remember, you pit for 2. Don't flat spot them getting into pit. You're all clear.
Doesn't sound like he's lifting to me.
Sure doesn't. We can't tell. He may be running 7/8 throttle or 3/4 throttle. We can't tell that. But now some of these guys, Marty Snyder talked about, is that Jeff Gordon in the fence or just way, way high?
He's fallen back. He's back to 14th position. And he's gotten himself down to the inside line as he comes into pit road. He may just be getting himself clear of traffic to make his pit stop. Bill Elliott, Casey Atwood, and Stacy Compton are all on pit road for stops.
But now Marty Snyder talked about some of these guys fuel only. And Wally, we've seen cars make these pit stops, slam on the brakes and slide these tires. Here comes Tony Stewart. Here comes Bobby Labonte on the pit road. You cannot slide these tires if it's going to be fuel only. You cannot flat spot these tires.
That's right. Benny, what you're talking about is when you lock up the brakes, it just takes that rubber off that tire where the tires are locked up, and then they're out of round, and it just vibrates, and you have to come in and change them.
Marty Snyder.
Tony Stewart and Bobby Labonte are in. They obviously can make it the rest of the way from here. They're going to take at least 2 tires. Both of the cars will take 2 tires and no adjustments for either race car.
Pluses and minuses of 2 tires.
Well, it takes less time. That's the plus and minus. Well, I talked a moment ago. They're 5 seconds behind. 2 tires. If Earnhardt Jr. changes 4, that puts him right with him because they don't need a full load of fuel. Just 1 can.
But the minus is handling.
Adhesion, yes.
Yeah, the guys with 4 tires, when they catch them, they're going to go right by.
Kevin LePage, Ken Schrader, Jeremy Mayfield are on pit road as the leaders come down the back stretch. We'll see who pits this time around among this group.
I think Schrader was gas only.
They've taken tires back over the wall. We'll check on that.
2 tires.
Leaders off turn 4. Who's bailing out? Johnny Benson is. A couple of cars in the middle of the pack. All the front runners stay out. Dave Blaney's the other one headed to pit road. There's Benson. Blaney right behind him.
Blaney just got on the brakes hard. Bunch of smoke comes out, so I'll be interested to see what they change.
19 laps to go. These pit stops could be everything in determining who wins this race. Two tires.
Yep.
Now that the first couple have done 2, isn't the pressure on the rest of these teams to just get 2?
Yes, it really is.
Unless you're deep in the field.
Here come a large pack of front runners. Trouble off the corner.
31.
Several cars involved. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sterling Marlin, Mike Skinner, Jeff Gordon's in it. Bobby Hamilton. Kurt Busch is in the crash. Dale Jarrett takes to the pit road. Terry Labonte's involved. Caution's out.
I didn't see it, but it looked like some guys were trying to get in the pits. and it just stacked up.
See some damage to the right front of Kevin Harvick's car. Not a lot of damage, but damage.
Oh,
A lot of damage to that automobile.
Ran so well earlier in the night. There's Skinner up against the fence.
Mike's moving around. Looks like he's okay.
Jeff Gordon and Kevin Harvick took their cars straight to pit road. But it all happened behind Dale Earnhardt Jr.
There's Bobby Hamilton trying to push his car backwards down pit road.
That car will go behind the wall. We talked about the big wreck. This one happened in a way we didn't expect.
A lot of damage to Terry Labonte's car.
All right, let's see if we can sort this one out.
All right, here they're coming off the corner. And I think there's going to be contact right there. Skinner and Kurt Busch get together. Turn Skinner into the wall head on. Labonte has no place to go. Neither does Bobby Hamilton when Skinner comes back across the racetrack. Well, there's no place for anybody to go.
Who was that that just
that?
by Nemechek?
Nemechek, yeah.
And
And John Andretti.
Dave Marcus gets down on the grass and somehow saves it.
He's almost as good as you.
I know.
And you know what? The 7 car was slowing down, coming in the pits. 31 checked up, 97 ran into him.
Yep.
Shot right across in front of Terry Labonte. Watch the back of this. Dale Jarrett, top right of your screen, going to come through the smoke, head for pit road.
There's a lot of wrecking going on there, Dale. I'd be careful on pit road if I were you. The racetrack looked to be the safest place. You ever see Kurt Busch right on the back bumper, and Mike Wallace goes toward pit road. There's the contact. Skinner gets turned. And, man, Terry Labonte says, oh, no.
Is that Mark Martin piling in there? Mark has continued driving around. But his chance at that $1 million bonus appears to have taken a little bit of a hit there if the damage is significant on his car. Was that Mark's car?
Another shot.
Get a better look at it here.
And it just doesn't take much. I mean, you know, Mike saw the 7 car coming in the pits. He rolled out the throttle a little bit. Busch couldn't see what was going on. It just doesn't take much.
There we saw the contact with Jeff Gordon. Listen to this, folks.
There's nothing you can do on that. You know, all those guys behind had nowhere to go. They're up there minding their own business. And
Sterling Marlin. Oh, that hurts.
That's going to leave a mark.
Oh, man, I felt that. Did you feel that?
I did feel that. That's because you hit me when it happened. Ricky Rudd, lucky man.
Jeff Gordon, let's see him down there. He makes contact with Sterling Marlin. And the 97 car makes contact with Jeff. He goes down through the grass.
I mean, Nemechek.
Just Joe Nemechek. Pit road is closed because a number of the cars involved in the accident crashing down onto the pit entry. They want to make sure they've got all the metal picked up and other debris. So we'll take a break, come back for the caution flag pit stops in just a moment. Only 16 laps to go in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona.
Your name is Bob Markinson. Your wife's name is Mary. Your son's Jimmy. He looks a lot like you, Bob. Why don't you open the vault for me? You might want to catch the next one.
Sure.
From the producers of Aaron Brockovich and the writer of Armageddon
Rangefinder is locked on. I got him on video.
comes a special police unit that fights crime from the inside.
Federation!
You see Undercover, NBC Sundays this fall.
2, please. 2, please.
Whatever happened to customer service? Where's it gone? Wasn't long ago, seemed like it was everywhere. Remember?
Moving along, we're almost done.
There's a bank out there where service isn't extinct. but alive and well. Yes, a bank. How can SunTrust help you?
How do we control the aggressive tendencies of the world's most powerful 10-cylinder truck engine? We keep it behind bars. Now get up to $2,000 cash allowance or low APR financing on Dodge Ram.
Is the new Harbor Center Pavilion bringing a business boom to Portsmouth after the race?
Welcome back to Daytona. Pit stops that could decide the race. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the leader, is in. Much debate about 2 or 4 tires. They decided to go the safe route with 4 tires, and they will still win the race off pit road, barely beating Mike Wallace.
Nice job, guys.
See what NASCAR has to say about that. You see that white line right in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s pit. All he has to do is bump the clutch and get the car across that line.
That was close.
And that locks in his position in the pit exit order. So we'll see where they position people from that.
I don't know if the 7 took 4 or 2 tires on that stop.
Had to be 2.
Yeah.
Had to be 2.
Yeah. And 4 tires, that's the right move.
Jeff Gordon still getting attention. One of the 7 cars involved in the wreck just a moment ago off turn 4.
Kevin Harvick, we saw the damage on the right front. They're trying to put a piece of aluminum over that.
Now, let's see. Look at the white line coming out of pit road off the pit stops. That line. Who got there first?
I don't know. That I couldn't tell. Did you, Benny?
Nope, up for NASCAR to decide. That's why they get the big bucks.
So Mike Wallace, for now, defending his position in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the track, but Jr. trying to drop the hint that he thinks maybe he got out first. Seen this on many, well, now.
Yep, he was just told.
He was told by his team. I didn't hear NASCAR tell him.
Here comes Mike back.
I didn't hear NASCAR. But the big winners in all this are the orange car and the green car right there. Bobby Labonte in the green car and Tony Stewart in the orange machine.
They have made their pit stop. They just changed 2 tires, but they have that track position they've been looking for all night long.
Here are the cars involved in the crash, adding Jason Leffler to the list that we gave you earlier. Mark Martin, one of the No Bull 5 drivers with the shot at the $1 million bonus tonight. All triggered with Kurt Busch into the back of Mike Skinner as Mike Wallace slowed to get to pit road. Dave Burns.
Well, and Alan, Sterling Marlin is helping orchestrate whatever fixes they might make here. Sterling, do you think you can make fixes at all here and get back in?
I don't know. Broke something on the steering. I didn't have any steering and couldn't turn left. Something broke somewhere. But I hate to call the Coors Light, guys. We had a pretty good car, just tight and loose at times. I don't know what happened. Somebody got in somebody.
What was the first reaction you had? Did your spotter didn't even have time to tell anything, did you?
No, it looked to me like Skinner cut somebody off to get in the pits and turned him sideways and went nowhere for us to go. But that's what you get with these rules. Everybody's on top of each other. And I'll pray the good Lord they change these rules because you can't race.
All right, strong opinion from Sterling Marlin on the aerodynamic rules that they have in the cars here, as well as the restrictor plate racing. Alan?
Sterling Marlin, 5th in the championship coming into this race. He'll take a big hit in points tonight. 14 laps to go at Daytona.
Before I forget, tomorrow to work on that beach. You might even want to build a tent.
What's going on?
Hey.
Wow, this is nice. But I thought Stacy said if you bought new tools, she gets a new dining room set.
Yeah, she did.
Where are the table and chairs?
You're standing on them.
Fine woodworking tools from Rigid. Name proven by pros since 1923. Take our innovative oscillating sander that converts from a spindle to belt sander in seconds. Rigid. Buy them at the Home Depot.
NBC's coverage of the Pepsi 400 is brought to you by Budweiser. With the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer, this Bud's for you. By Goodyear, serious technology, freedom from worry. By the Home Depot, the official home improvement warehouse of NASCAR. And by Pepsi, the choice of victory lane. All right. An early fan, and he's here at the racetrack. He's not even watching at home. Championship standings, Jeff Gordon leading Dale Jarrett by 126 coming into the race. But there you see if the race were to finish as it is now.
Now, Ricky Rudd will move into second spot, only 106 points behind Jeff Gordon.
Gordon running in 24th, Jarrett in 21st, and Rudd in 11th on the racetrack at the moment. Take a break while the track cleanup continues and get back for the final frantic scramble to the finish in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona.
The Dew Crew.
Hey, guys. .5. Not bad. You better not do this on Sunday.
The Dew Crew. Fueled by Mountain Dew.
Wendy's makes late nights great nights, serving up your favorites.
Hello? Get a Wendy's Classic half-pound double with cheese, even late, because our pickup window's open late.
A big Wendy's thank you goes out to the man in the red minivan.
Your car never nags. It never complains about how much time you spend with the guys. It thinks a little gas is a good thing. Here's to the perfect relationship.
This is a bucket of water. And this is Goodyear's new and improved AquaTread 3. At highway speeds in a downpour, a set of AquaTread 3 tires pumps away over 6 gallons of water per second. That's over 360 gallons per mile. With its 80,000-mile tread life limited warranty. That's a lot of water. Think about it next time it's pouring buckets. New AquaTread 3. Only from Goodyear.
Goodyear, Goodyear.
Question about DirecTV? Yeah, I hear this thing kicks like an insane amount of sports channels. That's what I want, sports 24/7.
Hey, hon, what's that?
You're absolutely right, sir. With DirecTV, you and your family can enjoy wonderful educational channels together.
I'll let you guys talk.
We know how you feel, and that's why we're here, Circuit City. We're with you.
Educational? Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
NASCAR on NBC at Daytona International Speedway. The Pepsi 400 is down to its final 12 laps. They're making preparations for the big celebration in Victory Lane. The question is, who'll be making the turn through the gates?
I don't know.
The whole running order has been jumbled by the caution coming out for the crash in the middle of the green flag pit stops. Johnny Benson is the leader of the race. Benson made his pit stop under green at lap 141, stayed on the lead lap, and was in front of Bobby Labonte and the other guys who'd already stopped when the caution came out. So Benson's the leader. Dave Blaney is second. Third is Ken Schrader. Jeremy Mayfield is fourth. Tony Stewart fifth. Then Bobby Labonte sixth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in seventh place. And by the way, he did beat Mike Wallace off the pit lane. So it's Jr., then Mike Wallace, then Rusty Wallace, and Ward Burton. Going to be 11 laps to go. What do you think?
I think they better look out for Junior because he'll be coming and he will have fire in his eye. This young man wants this one tonight badly. He wants to end up where we saw that picture just a moment ago in Victory Lane.
And we talked about the big wreck and how the closer we got to the finish, the higher the probability. These guys are really going to be on edge right now.
Yes. Yeah, we might have another big one here before this is over.
11 laps to settle the Pepsi 400. Here we go.
Making deals.
On board with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Down to the inside. Not room there. Decides wisely, decides to back up a little bit.
Got to clear the lap cars first. Joe Nemechek, the 33, was up alongside Benson, the leader. He was the first one a lap down.
Boy, Junior wants to go the inside so badly. He doesn't have any choice now. He dives down to the inside.
Better watch the out-of-bounds line. Off the trioval, the temptation will be great to try and go under Elliott and Nemechek. Caution's out. Trouble off turn 4. Jeff Gordon's car smoking heavily.
Looks like he's made contact with the outside retaining wall. That's on board with Jeff Gordon, and you can see that we can't see much.
Yeah, nothing much to see.
While they're racing back around toward the caution, they're being told, the drivers are by NASCAR, that they've already taken the caution. It was out when they got here the first time, so slow down.
A huge, huge break for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yes.
Because on the restart, the cars will line up single file. Those lap cars will go back to the 25th position where they're running on the racetrack. And now he can race these guys for the lead, and he's shown all night that he has a very fast race car. The problem is he going to run out of time?
If you're new to NASCAR, there is a rule called the 10-lap rule. Once you get inside the final 10 laps of the race, if there's a restart, only the cars on the lead lap go to the front of the pack and line up in single file. So Joe Nemechek's role on that last restart won't be there the next restart.
And that's a very important rule, and I'm glad to see it, especially on the restrictor plate races, because we've seen so many times the big crash, the other big crash happen on a restart getting towards the end of the race.
All right, let's find out.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. was 7th spot. I mean, he actually started 14th. Here's Jeff Gordon, and we see...
I don't think he hit the wall, Benny.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
I think some damage from that earlier crash, maybe cut an oil line or something.
I think he looks like he cut a tire.
Matt Yoakum, what happened to Gordon?
The guys jumped off the pit box. They were getting ready to head back to the garage, and Gordon said the car is still running, but it does not have a lot of oil pressure. Maybe it cut an oil line. Robbie Loomis told him to bring the car to pit road. We'll see what we can do. Possibly we can fix it. There are a few laps left. Possibly we can save some points out of this, Alan.
So Jeff Gordon, the championship's leader's troubles continue. 9 laps to go at Daytona. We'll take a break and come back and see how it turns out in a minute.
$1,500 on a Dodge Intrepid? $1,000 on a Neon or Stratus? What? Thousands of dollars in finance savings?
Save big at the Team Dodge sales event.
Grandstands and infields. Pistons and thunder. Muscles and speed. Men and machines. Speedways and octane. Scanners, pit stops. Checkered flags and championships. Trophies and beer. Start your engines, baby. I'm a race fan.
Are you Mr. Dale Jarrett?
Yep.
Are you going to race the big brown truck?
No, I'm not driving the truck.
I'm going to home our breath until you drive that big brown truck.
Another rollback saves the day by saving you even more. Walmart, always low prices, always.
Everybody, please. I just want to thank this beautiful lady here for 50 wonderful years. Hey, let's break out the champagne, eh?
The Pepsi 400 at Daytona draws down to a precious few final laps. 8 to go. We're under caution. It came out when something looks like an oil line came out from underneath Jeff Gordon's car. Johnny Benson is the leader. Benson got the lead by being on the racetrack when the caution came out, having already made a pit stop. Question is, did he get 2 tires, 4 tires? Dave Burns, what was it?
Well, we'll ask James Zintz. They are on strategy right now. James, when you came on under green on pit road, did you take on 2 or 4 tires?
We took on right side tires, and that's not really a concern to us. This car's always done pretty good on 2 tires. About won 2 races last year here on 2 tires. So, you know, we'd rather be leading right now with 2 than be back in the back with 4.
And you've been dumped to the rear before at the end of a race like this. How do you keep that from happening this time?
Well, it's either going to, if it gets dumped to the rear, it's going to be backwards into the fence because they come by. They're going to have to hit it hard.
All right, Johnny Benson wants to win. Let's go to Marty.
Well, Daytona Uri Sr. is the crew chief for Dale Earnhardt Jr. You've led 111 laps tonight, but it seems like time might be running out. He's sitting back there with caution laps counting away.
Yeah, this is situations that nobody likes to see on a plate race because they'll be 5 wide when they come back, and there ain't no telling what's going to happen. Definitely, best man's probably not going to win this race. Ain't no telling what's going to happen.
Do you think he will not win the race because he said on the radio, I think we can get past him?
Well, we definitely got the car to pass him, and we're definitely going to give it a try. And that Budweiser Chevy will get there. We're going to get there. But this plate racing stuff, it's all with who's in front of you and who's behind you or whatever. So you don't have no control of your own destiny. If we can get there, we'll get there. If we can't, hey, we know who had to pass this car tonight.
From cars behind him, he has been promised help, but he does not know if he's going to be able to get to the front in time.
Oh, man, 6 laps to go when they throw the green flag. And passing on the restricted plate racetrack is a tough thing to do. We've seen cars unable to pass him all night long, but we haven't seen how easily he can pass.
Tell you what, too, you got 3 guys up there in the top 3 right now. 2 of them have not won a race. 1 hasn't won a race in a long time. I'd be making deals with each other, saying, guys, let's not let some of these guys that win every weekend win one of these races. Let's run together, run some laps, and last lap every man for himself.
All right, bottom line, can Dale Jr. win this race?
Yes.
You're thinking about it too long.
You know, like Tony said, if they get 3-4 wide on the backstretch, anything can happen, and it will. Well, now he still has a shot.
Let's talk about the desperation factor, okay? The first 2, Johnny Benson and Dave Blaney, have never won a Winston Cup race. Ken Schrader hasn't won the 3rd-place car since 1991. Tony Stewart, running 5th, is one of the drivers eligible for the $1 million bonus.
I've got 5 very hungry men sitting up there right now.
Yes, plus Jeremy Mayfield, who's in there, and those guys all in front of Dale Jr. Behind Dale Jr. to help him draft, Mike Wallace, Bobby Labonte, Rusty Wallace, Ward Burton. I'm sure he'd love to see Michael Waltrip or Steve Park somewhere close to him. Michael's back in 14th, and Park is in 22nd.
I don't think Dale needs anybody.
Right, get all the gears.
7 laps left. Now it'll be 6 as they come to the start-finish line. Time to settle the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 6th in line, and Benson leads on the restart.
Once again, you can't pass on the inside till you get to that line. All right, free game. Let's go.
Ward Burton quickly down to the inside to try and grab a spot.
You see Jeff Gordon back on the racetrack. Earnhardt Jr. lying back, trying to get him a run. He has that run, but Tony Stewart pulls up in front of him. He's got Jeremy Mayfield.
He's got time, I guess.
Schrader pushed to the outside lane.
20 cars, the only one upstairs. He's still outside.
Look at Junior go.
Up to fourth. Here comes Bobby Labonte pushing through. Junior to the outside of Mayfield for third.
Seven's coming with you. Seven's coming.
Mike Wallace is coming with him. We can hear Ty Norris telling him, you got help on the outside, Junior.
Does Blaney block in the 93? What about Benson?
They're going to stay on the bottom of the racetrack. I think they're going to give the outside to Junior.
Jeff Gordon getting black flagged by NASCAR.
Still there.
Here's
still
Dale
there.
Jr. to the outside of Dave Blaney for second spot. Mayfield pushes him along in the draft.
Still there. Still there.
To the outside for the lead in turn 4. Dale Earnhardt Jr. rockets to the front at Daytona. Listen to the crowd.
And look at this crowd behind him. Look at this race behind him. And Tony Stewart gets run underneath the yellow line.
Tony Stewart will be black flagged by NASCAR. Black flag for Tony Stewart for going below the out-of-bounds line.
All clear, all clear.
And Tony Stewart is in second spot with $1 million on the line.
Okay, 20 is coming, but you're all clear, all clear.
Here comes Bobby Labonte. He's got $1 million on the line as well. It's Michael Waltrip who's pushing him toward the front.
And Labonte's underneath the yellow line on the backstretch.
This thing's not over yet. Michael Waltrip trying to become the first man to sweep a season at Daytona since 1982. He's up to third.
18-15 behind you. 3 laps to go.
Ward Burton dives low.
Low, but you're clear.
I'll tell you one thing. If Junior was running 3/4 throttle, all that ended because he's running wide open right now.
Ward Burton rocketing toward the front. Look at him on the outside. Outside of Michael Waltrip for third. Here's Elliott Sadler up to fifth. Where'd he come from in the Wood Brothers car?
Beats me.
Frantic, intense racing in the final laps at Daytona. But it's still Dale Earnhardt Jr. out in front. They've got to take the win away from him.
Teammate behind the 18.
Tony Eury Jr. is clapping, saying, come on, Junior, come on.
2 to go.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to block, trying to keep those cars behind him. Desperately trying to keep them behind him. He runs so good through the corner, he lets them get a run on him down the straightaway.
Michael Waltrip dives underneath Bobby Labonte. They bump on the backstretch. Waltrip to second. Elliott Sadler and Rusty Wallace with him.
Coming behind you.
Now, 2 team cars race in the 1 and 2 positions.
That's who Dale needs to see in his rearview mirror right now. That's the best thing he can see.
Will Michael Waltrip block for Dale Jr.? Will he try to win the race himself? White flag is out. Final lap at Daytona. 180,000 on their feet, screaming wildly. 2.5 miles to go.
Just exactly the opposite of the Daytona 500. It was 15 and 8. Elliott Sadler is trying to keep Bobby Labonte behind. He can't do it. But he does move down in front of Rusty Wallace on that fast line.
All clear, all clear.
Bobby Labonte looking for some help, trying to get up there. His teammate Tony Stewart has never answered the black flag.
And they're 4 wide back between the Wallace boys.
Here they come, turn 4, final lap of the Pepsi 400. Michael Waltrip in second, but it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
Yes!
That band behind you did it for you. You guys celebrate. Love you, band. You did it.
That was beautiful. Very, very nice.
Junior, you're happy.
All right.
Look at that smile. Wow.
I don't think there's anybody here that didn't want to see that.
Sentimental favorite, emotional favorite. Earlier in the broadcast, we talked among ourselves. Some of the moves he made on the track today looked like his father behind the wheel.
I am speechless.
Snyder's on pit road with Tony Uri, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s crew chief.
And you wouldn't believe the emotion, the tears out here for Dale Earnhardt Jr. If that wasn't like the old man, I don't know what was, Tony Sr.
Hey, he had a good teacher. He told him a lot about this place. He loves this place. Hell, listen to them fans up there. They love that kid to death.
I saw you look to the heavens with a few laps to go. What did you say?
Well, he said he knew he could beat him. We just didn't know what was going to happen.
Remember when we've seen this before?
And Steve Mills joining the fray now.
Yeah, man, D.I.'s tough. D.I.'s tough. We can celebrate.
What a finish at Daytona. Dale Jr. on top of the car in the infield.
The 1998 Daytona 500, when his father finally won the Great American Race, he threw the car into the grass doing victory donuts. Everybody joining in the celebration. That's Chocolate Myers, long-time crewman for Dale at Richard Childress Racing. Sixth to first in the final 6 laps. All right, Mikey, you celebrate too. You never got to celebrate your win in February. You celebrate now.
Man, that's just so cool. Storybook ending. Oh, this is great. Mosh pit. Tony Uri and Dale Jr. getting together. Now he's going to get it back over to victory lane.
Let me tell you something, guys. He went to exactly the right place. Exactly the right place. I don't know how he knew to do that, but that's where he needed to go.
And that poor NASCAR official is responsible for that car to make sure it gets through tech inspection cleanly. There had to be about 300 people around it down there on the grass. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is our winner, and Chevy congratulates him in the number 8 Monte Carlo on a big win tonight. And he'll tell you the only thing that comes close to Monte Carlo's reputation on the track is its reputation on the street. Monte Carlo, more champions depend on Chevy. He'll be there. To victory lane and Bill Weber.
It's Tony Uri Sr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. These friends of yours?
Man, I just don't know what to say. I'm wore out. I can't think. I guess I got to thank my buddy Tony, my crew chief, for hanging in there with me. All my friends, all the guys on the crew, Budweiser, Remington. I got to talk all night.
How did you get to the front after the restart?
I had a great car. It was all car, 100%. I just holding on.
Yeah. You've learned a few things through the years, though, haven't you, from certain people?
Yeah. Yeah, he was with me tonight. I don't know how I did it. But he was there, and Michael helped me. I guess we're even now.
You told Marty Snyder, Dale, you felt lonely on Father's Day, and there were times that you wanted to cry, but you couldn't. Did you cry tonight?
I'll be crying sooner or later. I don't know. I feel so good right now. I'm wore out there.
You know when your dad got his first win at Daytona?
car.
His first Winston Cup points win came 11 years ago today, July 7th, 1990.
Special. I dedicate this win to him. I mean, there ain't nobody else that I could dedicate it to, that it would mean more to me. I want to say hey to Teresa back home. I hope she's loving this, because we sure are. Thank you.
Congratulations. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Now here comes Steve Park, his teammate who won at Rockingham after we lost Dale Earnhardt here. So the celebration here continues. Let's go to Matt.
And back in February, it was Michael Waltrip pushed to victory lane by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Did you pay back that favor tonight? Was that the game plan, Michael?
I just wanted Dale Jr. to win so bad, and I wanted to be a part of it. I didn't want to finish 10th or 12th, and the Napa Auto Parts Spirit of America hot rod was running, and it was really fast. But I was committed to Dale Jr., just like he was to me in February. And I'll tell you when I really learned a lesson, when I was running third, protecting Dale Jr. and Rusty. And that's what Dale was doing in February. That's a handful. They were all over me, but I stayed committed. I wasn't about to bail out on them. And Dale Jr. called me on Monday morning after Daytona 500, and he said, "I'm there for you, brother." And he was. And I just wanted to be part of it with him.
On top of the car, you two embraced, and then you were talking in each other's ears. What were you saying to each other?
This is what it's all about. We both were so excited about coming to Daytona. This place is a part of our lives, more so than any other place in the world. We weren't more emotional than normal. We were just normal as we can be since we lost our friend. But we were excited about racing, and then to have it end like that, it was cool being on top of the car with Dale Jr., but he's young, and they butt heads. I think I'm going to have a headache. Then he dove off the car, and I think I weigh more than everybody on my team, so I didn't want to hurt them or me. So I crept off and cruised over here. Thanks to Klausner Furniture, Ritz Crackers, Coca-Cola, Chevrolet, Goodyear Tires, and especially Napa Auto Parts, the greatest sponsor in NASCAR. Thank y'all.
A special night, a special victory for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Alan?
Dale Earnhardt Jr. becomes just the 38th driver in this track's long history to earn the right to go to victory lane and hold the Daytona Winners' Trophy. What a drive. What a performance. Final results in the Pepsi 400. Elliott Sadler, outstanding third-place run. I don't know where he came from in those last 20 laps.
Mike Wallace will finish in the 11th spot. Dale Jarrett, 13th. Ricky Rudd, 15th. Gained a lot of points on the points leader, Jeff Gordon, tonight.
And let me just mention that Tony Stewart, I told you he never answered the black flag. While he's listed in 6th at the moment, he is under penalty, and NASCAR hasn't determined where his final finishing position is yet. I can assure you it won't be in 6th, though.
He had awesome car tonight, and he finished second.
The celebration will continue long on into the night with that young man. I assure you, what a way to return to Daytona. So much has been made throughout the week of what he would go through having to come here. He's gone through the best he could possibly. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has won the Pepsi 400. We'll come back in just a minute.
There they are. There they are. There they are. Grandma! Hey, Ma. Hello. How you doing? I'm okay. Just a little busy. Where's Stanley?
How will you make your money last when you retire? Conseco offers a wide variety of retirement products that can help. Conseco, step up.
Finally, some good news about tires. Pep Boys has lowered prices, like high-quality 80,000-mile Futura tires, now as low as 4 for $179, and 55,000-mile Futuras, as low as 4 for $139. Plus, Pep Boys has quality tires in 10 sizes for imports and domestics, from as low as 4 for $99. So come to Pep Boys and get an incredible deal on tires. When it comes to saving money, all you need to know is where to go. Pep Boys.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Who's a biggie? Who's about ya?
Now you can learn how to say what's up in 36 different languages. Just visit Budweiser.com today and learn useful phrases like "Was ist los?" "Que pasa?" Instantly bond with your fellow man the world over.
Yo, telephone.
Hello?
Tava! Who's a boogie?
Konnichiwa!
I saw Dr. Miller this morning. I'm pregnant.
honey, I love you.
Next weekend, NASCAR blows into the Windy City for the first time ever. Saturday at 3:30 Eastern, rising star Kevin Harvick leads the Busch Series racers. Then, Sunday at 2 Eastern, Jeff Gordon and Dale Jarrett continue their battle for the points lead in the Tropicana 400. That's next weekend on NBC NASCAR.
Back at Daytona as the celebration continues in Victory Lane. Time for us to pick the Autotrader.com moves of the race. Can there be any question?
Well, don't move the camera. Just leave it right there at that young man. That's my vote. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I second that one. That was incredible.
Restarted sixth with 6 laps to go and won the race. And took the lead with 4 laps to go. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Let's go to Dave Burns.
Bobby Labonte has been standing down here, television producing, chatting with crew chief Jimmy Makar. You're really loose. Are you relieved this is over?
Well, yeah, of course we are, you know, and, you know, tonight I raced about 8 laps all night long, and that doesn't seem right, does it? But, you know, really, you know, it was a great deal for Dale Jr. and Michael Waltrip and DEI and all them guys, and that's what it was about here, you know. The racing on my part wasn't much other than, you know, right there at the end, Jimmy and them made a great call for Tony and I to pit. They had that caution, which, you know, anything could happen, and we got track position there, and that's what you needed, because you can't hardly pass sometimes, and you can get boxed in. And with that restart, I was running third there, or running up front and running second to Junior, and Michael Waltrip got by me. He had a really fast race car, so I slid back to 5th, which is better than I probably should have been tonight, so can't complain too much other than what did I do, you know.
Well, the Pontiacs tonight sure weren't bad race cars. They were just playing good strategy till the end. Marty?
Well, day before tonight, Elliott Sadler's best finish at Daytona was 18th, and I think Alan Bestwick said it best. Where'd you come from anyway?
I don't know, man. I'd say we had a pretty good call night, just stuck back in traffic, and right at that last caution, we took on 4 tires. I left pit road, and I beat Michael off pit road, and I pulled over and let him go. I said, boys, he's going to the front. I'm going to follow him. And I just stuck on Michael, and he pulled me right to the front. And we finished third. Just a great job for Motorcraft, everybody on Wood Brothers. I can't think of a better night. I'm more excited here and more nervous than I was at Bristol. Congratulate Dale Jr. I can't think of anybody else I'd rather see win the race. He did a great job. Man, we feel like we won the race, finishing third.
Only his second career top 5. The other one was the win at Bristol. Back upstairs.
Great run for Elliott Sadler. Want to go back and take another look at the situation with Tony Stewart. We talked about the out-of-bounds line, and that if you went below the out-of-bounds line trying to improve your position, you were going to get black flag. So the question is, was Stewart hit from behind? Did he choose to go down to the inside? How did it work?
Well,
this is the restart.
This is the restart, and it happened, I guess, the next lap.
Yeah. So when he comes back around to turn 4, we're going to see him go below the line. Well, yeah, that's just in turn 1. He goes below the line when they come off of turn 4 back toward the tri-oval. And the question is, was he intentionally trying to improve his position by going down there or not?
I think that someone kind of forced him down there.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that, but it looked like he moved down there to make some, you know, evasive action there.
So there we see Dale Jr. going by Tony Stewart, and here's Mike Wallace on the inside.
Oh, he's going to cut low here.
We're coming up on the incident.
Is it this lap or is it the next lap?
Well, I guess it's the next lap.
Well, while we look for that, we'll tell you that what the drivers were told in the pre-race drivers meeting was that if you went down under the line intentionally trying to improve your position, you would be black flagged. Now the question is, in NASCAR's call, in NASCAR's judgment, was he intentionally trying to improve his position when he went downstairs, or was he forced down there to keep from running over somebody? NASCAR's call was he went down there trying to improve his position, so he was put under the black flag. We'll straighten it out after the break. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s won the Pepsi 400. We'll come back to Daytona in a minute.
So many bass, so little time. Time this.
Gotta be Grand Prix drivers.
It's the wide track attack. Nothing sticks to the curb like a Pontiac Grand Prix with wide track handling. Wider is better.
thought only bass had big mouths.
It's a ride. Don't need a reason why. Everything's alright.
Easy, boy.
That round, Bobby?
No, it's these carts. They're so slow.
Blindfolded and deserted in the middle of nowhere. No phone, no map, and no directions. No one is voted off. And there's just one challenge. Get home. Lost, coming to NBC.
Back at Daytona, where the Pepsi 400 spectators are enjoying a fireworks show on Independence Weekend. Had a little fireworks at the finish of this one, too. Involving Tony Stewart. We have found the incident in question now, and we show it to you. This is coming off of turn 4 into the tri-oval, and he's racing Johnny Benson in the 10 car.
Looks like he just gets a really good run on the 10 car. Starts to cut underneath him. 10 car comes down a little bit. Man, that's a tough call, Benny.
It is a tough call, but Tony Stewart clearly was underneath the yellow line. Now, the decision that you've got to make is, did Johnny Benson force him down there, or did he go down there of his own free will?
Yeah, he forced that angle. He sure drove him down there.
Benson kind of ran him down there, and Tony Stewart did not back off the gas. He gets down below the yellow line. NASCAR black flags him.
That's Greg Zippodelli, Tony Stewart's crew chief. The man in the middle is Gary Nelson, the Winston Cup Series director, and the man with his back to you is the team owner, Joe Gibbs.
To me, it looked like if Tony would have got out of the gas there, it would have been a wreck. To avoid getting down there.
Joe's argued with his share of referees in the course of his time.
He's got his hands full there.
Matt Yoakum has more. Matt?
Well, the fireworks do continue down here, Alan. I spoke to Greg Zippodelli, Tony's crew chief, right before Gary Nelson from NASCAR walked up. He said, we know he was forced down there by the 10. We saw it on the video the first time. That's what Tony also told us. But we have to get our point across to NASCAR. We are hoping that we can get some video to show Gary Nelson. And just then, Gary Nelson walked up. The coach, Joe Gibbs, is also pleading the case for the 20 team. Very, very forceful. As you can see, he is talking to Gary Nelson. Gary is listening, but they're hoping to get this resolution here resolved in their favor.
All right. Well, while we wait to find out exactly where it is that Tony Stewart is going to finish in this Pepsi 400, we'll come back around and talk about Dale Earnhardt Jr. What a night. I mean, all of the build-up coming into this, what would it be like coming back to Daytona for the first time since his father lost his life here in that terrible crash on February 18th? Dale Jr. is subject to so much speculation, questioning. We ourselves, during qualifying the other day, wondering what he was thinking and what he was feeling at that point. We know what he's thinking and feeling right now.
Yeah. You know, and he said Bill Weber asked him, did you cry? And he said no. Really, I think that's what he said was no. But I'm not ashamed to tell you, I shed a tear. I mean, that was one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen in this sport. You know, Bill Weber asked me that at a preview show, what's been the most exciting thing the first half of the season? Well, this overshadows anything that might have happened in the first half.
Wally, there are some races along the line that as a driver, if you can't win, you're happy to see somebody else win.
No question. You know, I think there's about 42 other guys that was doing exactly the same thing that Michael did. It was so cool to see Michael go up there, return the favor from the Daytona 500, and I'll guarantee you Dale Jr. wanted this race. He may not have been shown it emotionally, but he wanted to win this race badly.
Daytona's always been a place for me of magic, of excitement, a wonderful place to come for an automobile race. When we left here February 18th, it was the darkest I've ever remembered leaving a racetrack. And this does so much for those thousands of spectators, millions of Dale Earnhardt fans who need a piece of closure for Daytona. Maybe the same for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Obviously not as simple a situation for him, but perhaps this can offer the Dale Earnhardt fans some closure where this racetrack, Daytona, is concerned.
Very well said.
The victory celebration for Dale Earnhardt Jr. after scoring the win in the 43rd Pepsi 400.
Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
I don't know. It kind of looks like he's kind of hesitant. You know, he said he can't trust me. When I'm 16, he don't know if he's going to give me a car or wait because he can't trust me. He says I don't pay enough attention.
I know I want to take me home. I know I want to take me home. I know I want to take me home. Take me
home. What a moment. Dale Earnhardt Jr. winning the Pepsi 400. Chocolate Myers, members of all the Dale Earnhardt Incorporated teams joining in. Michael Waltrip finally getting to celebrate his Daytona win with his close friend, Dale Earnhardt Jr. It's been quite a night here at the Daytona International Speedway, and we're only just beginning with our NASCAR coverage. As we take you on the road to the championship, things took a little bit of a shake tonight. Jeff Gordon's lead coming in was 126 points. He finished 37th. Dale Jarrett finished 13th, closing the lead to 54 as we head to Chicago next weekend. Next Saturday at 3:30 Eastern Time on NBC, join us for more NASCAR action with Busch Series Racing from Chicago. Then next Sunday at 2 Eastern Time, the Winston Cup Series takes center stage in the Tropicana 400 at the new Chicagoland Speedway. Coming up tonight on NBC after your late local news, Saturday Night Live, starring actor Charlie Sheen and musical guest Nelly Furtado. For Benny Parsons, Wally Dallenbach, Bill Weber, Marty Snyder, Dave Burns, and Matt Yoakum, this is Alan Bestwick. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the 43rd Pepsi 400 at Daytona. What a night. What a finish. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is your winner.
Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, join NBC for Breakfast at Wimbledon. Defending champion Venus Williams goes for her second straight Wimbledon title in the ladies' final, plus the conclusion of the gentlemen's semifinals. It's a special Breakfast at Wimbledon. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific on NBC.
NBC this fall, from the creator of the Emmy-winning Law & Order, a new Law & Order franchise.
Put your hands on your head and sit down!
You see the crime through the eyes of the criminal, all the clues, evidence, and mistakes. Can you solve the crime before they do? We got her. Law & Order Criminal Intent, Sundays this fall on NBC.
The slipping, the whining, sounds like a transmission problem. It sounds like it's time to call AMCO for a solution. The experts at AMCO have been checking the sights and sounds of transmissions for a few years now.
In fact, AMCO centers have serviced over 20 million vehicles. That's a lot of know-how, a lot of experience, and a lot of very satisfied customers.
Call 1-800-GO-AMCO, AA-MCO.
I'd like to tell you about an incredible radio station.
I love you, man.
That's bad touching.
And that's why we call it Stupid News.
Hey, you little thing.
It's another 20-song marathon.
I want to get away. Extreme!
You have an incredible mouth.
FM 99 is an incredible radio station.
Who's your daddy?
Our lives are constantly changing, from our families to our jobs. Every day brings something new.
Changes can be very difficult to deal with, but there's one constant you can always rely on, and that's Star Motors.
As the years have passed, we have also had to change with the times.
But it's these changes that make Star Motors consistently reliable for you and your family.
So come see us for a great selection of cars and trucks.
And a one-of-a-kind Star treatment.
Can I help you?
Chicken nuggets, please.
Coming up.
They're all white meat, aren't they?
She wants to know if our nuggets are all white meat.
Well, some of it is, I think.
Well, what should I tell her?
At Wendy's, our 99-cent crispy chicken nuggets are big, juicy pieces of all white meat. That's why they're so delicious.
Ma'am, about those nuggets, you need to contact our attorneys.
I sure will.
All white meat chicken nuggets, part of Wendy's summer of 99 cents. And now Wendy's pickup windows open late so you can eat great, even late.
See you later.
If only your house could talk, what would it say?
I was once the queen of the neighborhood, one of its finest Victorian houses, and now I'm going to be again.
Only Lowe's has American tradition paint. Colors so authentic, so durable. The National Trust uses American tradition to paint some of the country's historic treasures.
It's amazing what a little paint will do.
Lowe's, improving home improvement.
American Tradition Paint was recently rated Best Buy by a top national consumer magazine.
Broken kids, broken system. Our investigation continues Tuesday at 5.
Live from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
We've had over 10,000 leads that have been generated through this program this year.
The military has discovered the need for speed, why recruiting at the racetrack is working, coming up. Plus, new details tonight about Congressman Gary Condit's relationship with missing Washington intern Chandra Levy. And
I try to keep the little one right next to me.
10 on Your Side helps keep your children safe at the beach.